Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse. And today I am kind of sad to announce that I think my battery bank is dead. The old lead acid batteries. I have been trying to restore this over the last month or so. Yeah, the story is on my birthday, on the weekend after my birthday, in the middle of November, I had visitors to celebrate my birthday, and I was down here showing the battery setup and the thingies, and I noticed on the solar charger here that the battery voltage was very low. It was like 44 volts. It's not great if it goes under like 48 volts, and this was 4 volts under, so that sucked. So I went upstairs and I turned off my computer and whatever was connected to it. A couple of days later I turned off the inverter as well, because that was also drawing a little bit of power. And then there was no sun for like a month and a half, and all of December we have had a record low amount of sun. We had 6 sun hours in all of December, the lowest in 60 years. So the batteries, well, they were staying down, they weren't getting charged, and therefore the batteries kind of died a long and painful death, being strangled all of December and some of November. And yeah, I've been trying to charge it, have a battery charger sitting over there, trying to charge up individual batteries. That was too low to try to balance the banks, but I think that, well, some battery in the bank had gone bad, and that was pulling the whole bank down. And even if there was a little bit of sun and it was trying to charge up, well, they would self-discharge faster than the missing sun would ever charge them up again. The last couple of weeks I've been down here shutting them off at night and turning them on in the morning to see if that would help individually, not having the battery banks connected together so that they wouldn't. Yeah, it hasn't worked. More or less for now, I think I'm gonna give up on the battery bank as it is right now, and then we're gonna connect the lithium ion bank and see if we are more lucky on that. Someone has also suggested that I should look into this lithium phosphate, lithium Fe something, another widely available battery technology for this, and I have been looking at it. It's gonna be quite an investment to get started at, and yeah, I'm looking at it. It's a lot of money, so I'm still looking. But yeah, I think that might be the way to go. But I have these 4 kilowatts of lithium ion batteries that we could try and connect, and I have been preparing for it for quite some time. I have the fuse box, or the disconnecting box here, and we did do that, and I have bought the wires for it, so it shouldn't really take us long to connect that and disconnect the other stuff. So the battery bank looks really good, all of these batteries. A thing to notice is that, well, I've taken the batteries out of this bank down here, bank number 6. And when we look at these batteries, can we see that? Oh, we're shattering for ourselves. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Check the date on those. They are from 2006. That means that these batteries has 14 years on their back. I don't think you can rely on them to do much more than that. 10 years for batteries is pretty good. So yeah, right now the solar charger actually says that the battery voltage is at 50.6 volts, but it's only 2 of the battery banks that are connected to the charger, and as soon as the solar go down, they just drop down through the floor. So that's no good. Okay, so I think I have decided that I'm gonna be reusing this charge controller for the lithium ion banks. I was gonna be doing this one, but as the batteries, the lead acid batteries, are not great anymore, I think it would make more sense to just hook everything up on this, because it is connected to the solar panels coming in and the load going out. So I would only have to swap these out, which is the battery, and that would just have to go down to the battery box. that would be the less amount of work. And yeah, I'm all for that. So I'll disconnect this and probably just connect the wires over here, so this charge controller can, if I find any of the lead acid batteries that are good, they can go over there. And if I get some of the lithium phosphate batteries, well, it can be used for that. So we better turn off the solar panels and then the battery banks. The other ones are off, and this one is not even connected to any batteries. So, and now the charge controller is off, so we can remove these two wires. If I go and fetch myself a screwdriver that will actually fit in there. Fucking. Okay, another screwdriver. Way better. And these cables are double. I think they're 4 millimeters, but double. So there shouldn't be any danger of short-circuiting them. Oh, I've even soldered them. Okay. We're just gonna put them over there. Okay, I'm working here and forgetting to record very much. I removed the cables from over here, put them over here, so we can actually turn on a power bank, and this one will turn on. But the solar is all over here, so I'm gonna turn that off again. So when we're done, I'll have to go and configure this to have lithium ion batteries and not gel batteries. So I'll have to remember to do that so that it will work correctly. Especially make sure that the settings comply with the inverter down here, so that it gets the power that it needs. But also I want to reconfigure so that it cuts off power before the batteries are damaged or anything badly like that. So yeah, I'm working here. I just cut the black wire. I got some really good, this is 16 millimeters wire, good for a lot of amps. I forget how many, but yeah, I'm gonna be going from here and over to the well, it's done there, that fuse box thing, and connecting that up. I could probably go and reconfigure everything and do these fuses again, and I might do that later, or move all this box over here and get another box and put that over here. That is also something that I've been thinking about. So yeah. Okay, I'm working on this. I got those two, well, these are the 16 millimeter cables up into the charge controller. I'm pretty sure this charge controller is only meant to do 10 millimeters. So I am putting in thicker wires than it is meant for. And it was a job to get those in there and out that way. And now I'm working on connecting it. The black one has to go down to this one, which I'm gonna try and replace with this one instead, and the red one is gonna go on top of these. I have already put something on there to connect all of those, but yeah. So we have had the Ryobi tools out for a bit of air. The soldering iron has been using them to splice some of the ends of these big cables to, well, mostly to manage all those connections when they have to go into a connector like that or connector like that. Actually, neither of these have been soldered. It was over here that they were soldered. I did solder these together. There was 4 cables that had to go into here, and I couldn't manage those, so I soldered them together and well, managed to get them in there. This is where we are at. I'm ready to kind of connect the batteries, maybe make it look a little bit better. I have been kind of making a tiny mess down here, and I need to screw this, well, put it up here, connect the batteries, they are turned off, and then turn them on. Maybe measure some voltage before we do that, make sure that everything is good to go. So yeah, let's do that. So one of the things that I want to make sure is that these aren't shorted out. I've set the multimeter to beep mode, and they shouldn't be shorted out. So when we put it in here and connect that, it isn't. I'm just gonna turn everything on. Make sure again. No, because if they're shorted out and I try to connect a big battery to them, it's gonna say poof, and it's gonna be hurtful. And there's Nothing shorted there either. Let's just check one more here. Oh, we could just do them all. Yeah. And that one. Yeah, that's good. Turn them off again. I think we're good to go. I have a pair of safety glasses. That out of the way. So this one goes up here. Let's start with the longest one. That goes all the way in here and connects to this battery there. I would like to not have my fingers too much on everything. Seems to be good. Connected. Okay. Next one. Next longest one. That one. And that connects to the next battery, which is this one. And we'll just make sure that nothing happens when they touch. Yeah, they're good. There. Next one. This one. Turns it. Kind of looks the wrong way. There. And do the same thing. Very carefully touch him. Yeah, it's good to go. Yeah. Last one. Shortest one. Closest one. And that is also kind of twisted a little bit. Check that. Yeah. Good to go. Okay. So now we can use the multimeter and check the voltage on the different batteries. We can just minus is common for all of them. And then we have 49.7, 46.4, 39.5, 50. That one is a bit low. And that one is way too low. Let's start with the low one and turn that on. Here it goes. Oh, just stand up if something stupid happens and I have to run out of here. That didn't work. Why did that not work? Are they drawing too much power or something? Oh, all of these are common. Okay, so of course 1 volt. That's not a lot. $50, 30 volts. $1.5 volts. Oh, we've got power now. This turned on. Battery voltage 45 volts. So if they're connected, I shouldn't be able to measure different voltages here. 45, 45, 45, 45. Okay, it seems it's connected. That was weird as heck. Let's try and turn on the solar power here. Have it charge. And it's charging. And the voltage is going up quickly. Yeah, I'll go to the computer and see what we need to configure. There is not that much sun outside, but it is decent. There must be some solar coming in. Okay, I ran into some trouble. I connected this and I went upstairs to go and configure it, and I was configuring and configuring and configuring, and when I was to press save, it couldn't save all the configurations. And yeah, then I came back into the basement and it had turned itself off, and I was just configuring something that was off, and yeah, that sucked. And so I couldn't turn it on again, and couldn't figure out why, because, well, let me show you. When we turn on the multimeter here, somewhere where you can see it there, and then measure the voltage, it's pretty good. It's 49 volts. That's not bad. But as soon as I connect it to the other bank and turn it on and connect it to the charge controller, I get like 1.5 volts, and I don't get that. Also, if I measure the voltage between minus over here and plus over here, I actually get 51.7 volts. But as you saw when I measure it over here, I get 49.7. So that's a bit weird. So I was actually trying to measure the different voltages here, and I think I might have a cell here that is low, and that is a bit weird why it's low. But yeah, that's a problem. I found the low cell. Let's see if we measure between here and over here. We have 1.358 volts. That's not too much. I guess these 10 batteries has become low, and I need to charge them up for the BMS. I think what is happening is that the BMS shows me the full voltage, but as soon as I try to draw any power of it, it does not want to do that. And we can kind of, I did a little thingy to test that. I made a, well, it's a very bright necklace, and if I connect that, it does not go that way. It goes this way. Plus over here, minus over here. It lights up very bright. Oof. And I'm blinded by the light. But if I go over here to the BMS ends and connect this inside the connection, oh, it actually just gave a blink, but then it didn't do anything more. So the BMS prevents it from turning on. So it's probably a good thing, because with that low battery, that's not great. So I'll have to charge that up quite a bit to fix that issue. Put a piece of nickel strip down here that just touches here, and the plus side I was actually able to connect a banana lead just using this small power supply over here. My big power supply has died, and well, it has been dead for quite a while, and I just haven't messed with it. So probably this is what's wrong with this bank, and most likely the other banks might have the same issue, that they have somehow discharged a cell, which is kind of weird. But I hope if I can get one of them up and running, that would be great. So the reason I made this one is because I had absolutely nothing that could put a drain on a 48 volt battery, and each of these tiny LEDs, they're like 9 to 12 volts. So putting them in series and putting an extra one on there meant that 12 times 5 is like 60 volts and 9 times 5 are like 45 volts, so it would be able to light up in both ends if the battery is totally drained and if the battery is on full power. So we can kind of see why this is weird as heck. Right now there is only the 3 batteries are connected, but if I put the plus in here and the minus up here, okay, here it works. This battery is at 50.06 volts. As soon as I turn on the relay or the switch here, it shut down to 0.5 volts. It is climbing though, but it's shut down. As soon as I put any load on it, the BMS turns off and says, "Whoa, no. So I have to balance it out a little bit before the BMS will do the work, and then as soon as I start charging them, I guess it will be okay." So yeah, I thought we were gonna have this working today. I think I might just have been wrong there. Yeah, so while I've been messing around trying to figure this out, it has become pitch black outside, so it's about time to end this video. I don't think I can do much more with it right now. I'm gonna charge the battery out here, and when it's level in some regard, I'm gonna put it back in here, and hopefully one of those batteries working will turn on the charge controller and will help me charge the other batteries so that I don't have to do this boring work by myself. So I have ordered some parts. Before I figured out what was wrong with the BMS, I already ordered a new smart BMS with Bluetooth interface, and yeah, that's gonna be coming in a month, China thing. And I also ordered a power supply that will supply 48 volts, so I will be able to charge the batteries from the grid when I need to figure out an error like this. It's irritating not to have a power supply that can do that. I'm getting some kind of I don't know if it's an e-bike charger or something, but well, never mind. We did not get as far as I had hoped for today. At the moment I am without a battery bank because none of it is working. Good thing summer is not here. We will have something up and running when the sun comes back. Please give this video a like anyway, and thank you for following along on my weird adventures, and thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a nice day. Yeah.